Love is God. Live in love. Live in love. Live in love.
Welcome to an episode of Oh My Sai. In His divine omnipresence, I came to Prashant Nilayam. Of course, feeling very bereft that our Bhagwan was no longer in his physical form and to enjoy that darshan. But what a surprise I got. In front of Lord Ganesh, as I prayed, as I usually did, a voice came in my head that said, I'm very happy with you. I'm very sorry that I wasn't able to fulfill all your wishes when I was in my physical form. Very clear, crystal clear voice. So I was so surprised by this voice, but it made me feel very comforted as well. And said, do 108, say my name 108 times, Ganesh's name 108 times, and I have very special prasad for you after that. So I said, okay. In my head I said, I will do Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. No, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. So with that, I did 108 times. I recited the name, wondering also, what is the special prasad? Am I going to get special vibhuti? Am I going to get a flower from Lord Ganesh's statue? Is the priest going to give me a garland from his statue? What is the prasad? I finished. Nothing. I waited patiently for 5 minutes. Nothing. So then quietly I took vibhuti and turned around to get my footwear. And my eyes alighted across the road to the shop there, one of the shops which used to sell my cassettes in those days and CDs. So there's Dear Soul, there's Sai Prashanti, Chitta Chora. So let me find out how things are going. The storekeeper recognized me and he said, Didi, why don't you go to Radio Sai? Ask them to play some of your songs. Radio Sai, okay. I don't know anyone there. So, but that was my next clue. So off I trotted to Radio Sai. It was already coming nearer to 7 p.m. It was dusk. And there were some boys standing on this side of the gate, that side of the gate, chatting with each other. So I folded my hands in my best British voice, because something has to cut through and make me noticeable. Sai Ram, I'm from London. I'm a singer, and I'd like to meet somebody from Radio Sai, as I have some of my CDs. With that, one young man peeled himself off from the group, opened the gate and invited me to follow him, which I did. And I found myself in Swami's recording studio. Went into the monitor room, chatted for a few minutes, and he said, oh, would you like to hear some music we've just recorded? I said, sure. And he proceeded to play me 2 hours of the most heavenly music. And in that I realized, oh my God, this is my prasad. Other prasad really doesn't mean that much to me, but music is my heart and soul. So this was a really beautiful, sweet, melodic Oh My Sai moment for me. He said, tomorrow, come to this office and meet somebody there. He gave me the name of somebody and bring your CDs to them and they will take it forward. Which I did. I went the next day. One young man, one brother came up to me and he said, how can I help you, sister? I said, oh, I've been asked to meet so-and-so and I have these CDs. Oh, he's not here right now. Come back later. The same voice that I heard in front of Lord Ganesh said to him, tell him you do mimicry. So I said, okay, I will do that. But I also do mimicry. Sai Ram, how are you? Oh my God, he said. Oh, that's wonderful. Will you do something for our children? I said, sure I will. Why not? Now, years ago, I had recorded some animation, an animated song. And I was able to record that in the studio the very next day, along with 10 other songs in a cartoon form, which was such a beautiful thing because it was one of my dreams that Swami very comfortably fulfilled. Easily fulfilled the very next day by recording in his own divine studio. This voice that I heard it probably 15, 20 years before. My first time when I came to see Swami, when I met Bhagwan in three-dimensional form the very first time. It was in Vrindavan in Whitefield. My friends around me who were long-time devotees with their parents, they started already crying, hearts brimming over with their beautiful tears from the moment Swami came out of the gate in Whitefield, walking towards us. I became very wary. I said, no, Renu, you cannot become hysterical like these girls. You must be very, very even-minded. Be watchful, because this can be the most important moment of your life. So holding myself in check, holding each thought in check, Swami is gliding towards us. Suddenly, when he is about 15 feet away, that same voice that I heard in front of Lord Ganesh, in front of that brother who said, tell him you do mimicry, suddenly shouted out, Hail, Lord of Lords, King of Kings. Stunned. Who said that? Who said that? Again, Hail, Lord of Lords, King of Kings, with supreme conviction. By the time I'd gathered my senses, to my surprise and astonishment, I found that I was sobbing. I was sobbing. I couldn't understand what had happened. By the time I came to and perhaps regained some composure, Swami had walked on. And I spent the rest of that day amazed, surprised, dumbfounded, excited, because now something in me, that highest part, deepest part, had woken up and recognized my Lord and Master. I was home. That was the biggest oh my sigh moment of my entire life. And that voice made me actually a part of Radio Sai's Kids channel. And I was able to make humble offering of a song to the Kids channel. And I realized after all of that the special prasad that was promised to me in front of Lord Ganesh, by Lord Ganesh, Sai Ganesh, was nothing other than to be part of the Lord's mission in the Sai Kids channel. I would love, brothers and sisters, to share that very particular song that has made me feel so close to beloved Bhagwan. The other part of this is that when I speak in an animated form, with an animated voice, when I do mimicry as a child, what it also does is it brings out that innocence in me. I'm able to reconnect with that purity, that innocence, that childlike innocence that Swami also encourages in us. But more than that, when I'm being silly, when I think I'm being silly, I see that same joy in the listeners as well. I see it in their faces. So I know that Swami is spreading his message of being loving through the Kids channel. Are you ready to hear the song?
I am a little ant. Oh, please don't step on me. I only sting when I am scared. I squash so easily.
You are so very big.
And I so very small. Well, even if I stepped on you, it wouldn't hurt at all. If you don't hurt me, I won't hurt you. If you respect me, I respect you too. You know I'll blow away if you only sneeze. Achoo! So even if you can't love me, just don't hurt me, please. I am a little ant. Oh, please don't step on me. I only sting when I am scared. I squish so easily.
You are so very big.
and I'm so very small. Well, even if I pushed you hard, you wouldn't even fall. If you don't hurt me, I won't hurt you. If you respect me, I respect you too. You know I'll blow away if you only sneeze. Achoo, excuse me. So even if you can't love me, just don't hurt me, please. So even if you can't love me, just don't hurt me, please. So even if you can't love me, just don't hurt me, please.
Sairam, thank you.